describe the way in which in briefings and in other White House communications since July 21st, you reference the Vice President more? We hear now more Biden-Harris administration, when if we look back, it would have been much more focused on just the President. So as you do that, how do you describe the importance of, in this official way, talking about her and linking her to the accomplishments?
Look, I think it is important for Americans to know that the Vice President has played a very big role in the success of this administration over the last 3.5 years. And we have said this before, even before July 21st, how much of a partner she's been, a critical partner. It is not the first time that we've said it. Maybe we're saying it more, to your point, but we've been pretty consistent in saying that their partnership is important, and how she has had even a critical role. If you think about some of these historic pieces of legislation where she was that vote, the vote that she made in the Senate, helped pass that legislation and turn it into law, the Inflation Reduction Act, for example. And so, I think it is important to note how much of a key partner that she's been. And that's something that the President wants us to do. He wants us to make clear to the American people that Vice President Harris has been here from day one, obviously, and has had a leadership role, and will continue to do that.
And do you see that as a part of her introducing herself to the country, which is something her campaign has talked about, but again, in this official lane?
No, I get the official lane. Look, I don't want to get into murky waters here by getting into her own strategy. That is certainly something for her to speak to. But we want to make sure that people understand, the American people understand, that this continues to be a partnership. This is a partnership, and we've said that before. We've said that throughout the last 3.5 years, and the President respects her leadership. He respects her bold policy ideas, as I was speaking to Jackie about back and forth moments ago, and he supports that. And I think it's important for the American people to understand that, to be very clear, and that's one thing that we want to be very clear about from here.